Well, there's no comeback in this one, guys. Jays get their butt wiped for them. 11-3 against the Tampa Bay Rays, and series now evened up at 1 game apiece, and the Rays keep their very slim playoff hopes alive. Sean Reid-Foley got the ball in this one, and the Jays offense really wasn't anywhere to be found. The bullpen was terrible, and Sean Reid-Foley, he didn't have a terrible game, but he didn't throw as many quality strikes as we've seen in the past. All right, so let's get to him right in the top of the first inning, guys. He gets the 2 first batters he faces, and we're like, all right, Sean, that's what you want to see. That's what we all want to see you do. And the next guy, I think it was G-Man Choi, hits a chopper past Rowdy Tellez, past Devin Travis, and into right field. A play that I think Rowdy should have had. Tough play, though, and it goes in right field. Don't worry about it. 2 out and a runner at first base. Shouldn't really come back to haunt you too much. But then Sean Reid-Foley walks the next batter, and that was 2 on and 2 out. Brings Joey Wendell to the plate, who, with runners in scoring position, has been very good for the Rays this year. And he hits a hard-hit ground ball to Rowdy Tellez, more of like a 2-chopper to Rowdy Tellez. And I don't really know how he tried to play that ball. Kind of chopped down at it, and he just missed it, and it whoops, went 5-hole. That's the young player coming out, and he will learn from Justin Smoke what you have to do, you know. And the problem with that is that scores 2 runs, and you're down 2-0 instead of being out of the inning scoreless and then giving your team a chance to bat, you know, with a 0-0 ball game instead of being down 2 already before your bats even get to the plate. But it's only 2-0 and it's so early in the game, so whatever, let's kind of move on from that. In the next half inning, the bottom of the first, Lourdes Gurriel at the plate, and on a 1-1 pitch, he gets a fastball right down the meatball area, right down the middle, and crushes it to dead center field, 450 feet by Lourdes Gurriel, and his 10th home run of the year, and the lead has been cut in half. It is 2-1 for the Tampa Bay Rays. But then in the top of the 4th inning, Malik Smith doubles. Jake Bauers comes in to score off of Sean Reid-Foley. They get another run. They get that 1 run right back. And it is a 3-1 Tampa Bay Rays lead. Bottom 4, Lourdes Gurriel at the dish again. 0-2 count. Gets a fastball up a little bit. It was more of like a cutter up in the zone. If you guys have watched my videos since last year, you guys will know I hate the cutter. And they throw it here, but I loved it in this situation because Lourdes Gurriel takes it to town as he plasters it again to baseball. Interesting term, ladies and gentlemen. Plasters the baseball deep to center field, and it's gone. 415 feet for Lourdes, and the Jays have cut the lead to 3-2. More or less, sorry, Lourdes Gurriel has cut the lead to 3-2. 2 batters later, Randall Grichuk at the dish on a 3-0 pitch. You do not want to throw a pitch, a get-me-over fastball, and they throw a 92-mile-an-hour fastball. It was up and away a little bit, but it was more or less middle, and Randall Grichuk doesn't miss it. He crushes it to left center field and into the flight deck, 464 feet. You guys can take a look at that. Let's see if it focuses on it. You guys can find that. If you guys want to look it up as well, you guys can go right ahead. And that's all we're going to talk about the ball game. Because the Jays give up 8 unanswered runs after that. But it's okay. You slugged 3 home runs, right? Trying to find the positives out of this. All right, well, you know what? There's got to be positives in the game. So let's move to the stats and kind of see who did what in this game. Billy McKinney, guys, his struggles kind of continue here. He was 0 for 3 again today with a couple strikeouts. But Lourdes Gurriel continues to tear the ball apart. He was 3 for 4 in the game, obviously with the 2 home runs, the 2 RBIs, and the 2 runs scored. And his average is now up to 292 on the year with a 320 on-base percentage for the Toronto Blue Jays. He has been spectacular. Not only has he given you 11 home runs, not only has he given you a 292 batting average, he's given you 30 runs scored, 34 RBIs. You know, yes, he doesn't walk much, but if you're going to hit the ball, I don't care if you walk. Plain and simple. That's why I didn't care about Donaldson walking, because he hit the ball at a ridiculous rate. With Lourdes Gurriel, this kid can swing the bat. And the crazy stat about him, guys, and the crazy stat today in general, Yuli Gurriel, his brother on the Houston Astros, was in action today as well. And the Houston Astros come to Rogers Center after this series against the Rays. So that's going to be a very interesting family reunion when it comes to those two kids. Crazy thing, though. Lourdes Gurriel, 2 home runs today. Yuli Gurriel, 2 home runs today. Pretty cool. And with those 2 home runs, Lourdes Gurriel hit 3 home runs in 3 at-bats. And obviously, I think he had a single in his fourth at-bat, or third at-bat, I guess, in the ball game. But dating back to the big home run yesterday, and then the 2 home runs to start his day today, he is the first player in Blue Jays franchise history, rookie-wise, to hit 3 home runs in 3 consecutive at-bats. This kid is something else. He's already had a ridiculous 2-hit streak, earlier in the year that obviously went away because of injury. And now he's hit 3 home runs in 3 straight at-bats. This kid has talent. He will be on this team next year. He will be a big part of this team next year. And who knows what will happen down the road for Lourdes Gurriel. But it is exciting to see. Grichuk 1 for 3. Rowdy Tellez 1 for 4. Teoscar Hernandez 1 for 3 with 1 strikeout. Or no, did he walk? He walked. He did not strike out in the ball game, did Teoscar Hernandez. Reese McGuire went 1 for 3 with a couple strikeouts. And pitching, Sean Reid-Foley went only 4 innings, gave up 6 hits, 4 runs, 2 earned runs. Obviously, the 2 were not to obviously the Rowdy Tellez mistake there in the field. He struck out 5, but he walked 4. And that's the problem we've noticed with Sean Reid-Foley. He can get erratic. He threw 95 pitches, guys, in 4 innings. Not what you want to see. If you're trying to find positives, he dropped his ERA, 14 points to 5.40. Still not a great number. But Jose Fernandez came out, and he was all right in his time, but gave up 1 hit, 2 runs, struck out 2 guys, walked the batter. Mark Leiter Jr. didn't help him out too much, though. He came out, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned in a third of an inning, and walked 1 as well. Taylor Gray came out, and in 2/3 of an inning, gave up 2 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts. He was terrible. Danny Barnes in an inning and 2/3 gave up 2 hits, but struck out 3 guys. And Jake Petrichka in his 1 inning gave up 2 hits, and that was it for the clean inning for him. Not a good game at all for the Toronto Blue Jays. Not a good game whatsoever. But the great thing about baseball, you play the next day. And the Blue Jays take on the Rays in Game 3 of the series tomorrow afternoon, 4:07 first pitch. Just a heads up, guys. I will be at my girlfriend's tomorrow. It's her father's birthday, so we're going to have some dinner, and the videos will be uploaded to you guys. The Leafs and Blue Jays video will be uploaded at her place tomorrow night. All right, so Tyler Glasnow on the mound for the Tampa Bay Rays. Last time the Jays saw him, they torched him. And Thomas Pannone on the mound for the Blue Jays. Guys, in Game 3 of the 4 games set against the Rays, the Jays looked for at the very least, the split against the Tampa Bay Rays with tomorrow if they can find a way to get a victory. All right, so you know what, guys, that is going to do it for this one. You guys enjoyed this video, and you guys just did not enjoy the game except for the 3 home runs. Smack that like button. I do appreciate that. Hit the subscribe button if you guys have not already. Comment down below. What'd you think of the game? What'd you think of the youngsters? What'd you think of Sean Reid-Foley in this ball game? I want to hear what you guys have to say. And also, Lourdes Gurriel Jr. I mean, this kid is insane. I want to hear what you guys have to say about him. Evan and I will talk to you guys podcast edition sometime next week. We're not too sure yet, but I'll keep you guys posted. Link is in the description for the podcast channel and for the podcast itself on iTunes, guys. Twitter is also down below. Follow up, send me a DM, do all that great stuff, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow night, Leafs edition, as they play the home and home against the Buffalo Sabres. The Game 2 of the home and home, I guess, at KeyBank Arena, KeyBank Center, something like that, in Buffalo, as the Leafs look to go 4-0. In the preseason. And as for the Blue Jays, they play Game 3 of the 4-game set tomorrow afternoon against the Tampa Bay Rays. 4:07 first pitch at Rogers Center. Tyler Glasnow, Thomas Pannone, the Game 3 matchup. Let's see if we can get back in the win column and see another good start from Thomas Pannone. We'll talk to you guys then.